And I think what that gets to is the power of silence, like allowing silence to do some work for you. So to put that in another context, there was a famous trial lawyer, he's not with us anymore, but he would get up sometime, they'd say the court would say, "Okay, Mr. O'Quinn, come give your opening statement." And he would shuffle some papers around, and he would walk up to the podium, and he would kinda get prepared, and he would, like, take way too long to start speaking, like, it would seem like a minute or 2. You know, most people just wanna jump up there and start talking, but he would intentionally kind of fitz around, fuddle around with his stuff, and by the time the first words out of his mouth, everybody was in rapt attention, like, because you just wanted this guy to say something. And once he was ready, he would kinda peruse the jury for a little bit longer than most people, and then by the time he started and that's the power of silence. It's the same thing, like, for the lawyers in the audience. If you ask a witness a question and he gives you a dumb answer, the best thing that you can do is not say anything for a little bit,
Yes.
right? Like, let it settle in. Same thing with a joke. I tell you, my favorite jokes personally are the jokes where you tell yourself the punchline in your own head. You know what I mean? And so I like the jokes where you tell a joke and then the other person looks at you and it takes a couple seconds for you can literally see the neurons connecting. And then they start laughing, right?
Yes.
But like you're saying, if you're too eager, if you move too fast, you kind of step over your own question. You step like, "Hey, lawyer, that witness just admitted that he killed Jimmy Hoffa. You might want to pause for 5 seconds so the jury can let that sink in before you go to your next question,"
Glad you're
right?
mentioning this. I think the
Yeah.
pause is the most powerful thing in your arsenal, whether you're an entertainer, a lawyer, a speaker, uh, motivator. And it can feel risky because the pause becomes loud
Gosh, so loud.
and you can almost feel it. But what it does is it draws us in. And
Yeah.
I'll tell you, the other day I was at a corporate event, and honest to goodness, I'm not a big self promoter or anything, but I knew that they were giving a copy of my book to every attendee, that when they went back to their hotel room, there was like a gift basket or something. So I wanted to get them excited. I said, I've only got one copy, and I held up my book and I said, this is really funny. I said, let me just read a little bit. And I didn't read anything from it, right? But I'm just having a
My
moment. So
gosh, that
that's
is
another
awesome.
secret, BB,
That
is
is awesome. I
if
love
you
that.
enjoy it, they're
Yeah.
going to enjoy it. It doesn't mean laughing at your own jokes all the time. What it means is I had a great, I'm a terrible actor, but I had a great acting coach who the one big takeaway I got is he said, you're not enjoying this right now, are you? And so that's coming across. If you don't want to be up there, why should we listen?